This is Trend Following Radio, where great thinking comes alive. Nobel Prize winners, legendary traders, best-selling authors, and the pros that know what drive us irrational human beings. I am your host, Michael Covel. Not filtered, raw, honest. That's my passion.
I got another email. Real nice guy from another continent that I'm on right now. Not a Western guy, but his English was really good. I think English was his primary language. Tells me that he's read my book, Trend Commandments, and is asking me about candlesticks. What is with this candlesticks crap? How have all of these people been convinced that candlesticks are somehow or another connected to trend following? So you're going to follow these candlesticks and they're going to do what? Predict the next tick, the next 5 minutes, the next 10 minutes, the next day, the next week? Prediction is bullshit. If we could all predict so smartly, if we were all so damn wise, I'm speaking rhetorically, then everybody would be long commodities, not just yesterday, but several steps ago, long before the news from Ukraine, long before the most recent COVID news, because something was telling you that Mr. Commodities was headed north, was headed up. Do you know what it was? Not CNN, not Bloomberg, not Fox, not CNBC, none of that crap. Commodities were telling you they were going up because they were going up. The price was telling you the gradual increase of price and then the parabolic move up. It's the gradual part that you weren't paying attention to. Everyone got excited with the parabolic, right? Because everyone knows a shit pot of money was just made. But it's the gradual where you got in. What are you going to do? You're going to get into the parabolic top? Maybe, yeah, okay. You get into the parabolic top and maybe it goes up another 100% or 200% or 500% or whatever. But typically, that's not how commodities move. It's the gradual price, incremental moves up that were giving you all of the signal that you needed to be long. No candlesticks, no prediction, no talking heads, no Putin, no Ukraine, no war, no COVID. If you think any of that was telling you how to trade, start over. Go into your office, delete all the crap on your computer, rip up all the nonsensical trading books that you have, throw them out, burn them, and start over. Start over from a momentum perspective. That's trend following. This idea of trend following gets overcomplicated. Yes, there is some complication in the sense that you better be able to do some basic math. But if it's going up, you're long. If it's going down, you're short or out. It doesn't change. I mean, all the topics are fun. The headlines are fun. I mean, they're not really fun to me. I don't think they're really fun to trend following professionals. But I get the idea of, okay, this is exciting. But none of that has anything to do with making a decision. Candlesticks, the news, it's all the same shit. That's my first point I want to address today about trend following. The second point I want to address, adding features to trend following. You're a trend following trader. You got your rules. You know what portfolio you're going to track. You know when you are going to enter. You know how much you're going to bet on each trade. You know when you're going to exit with a loss and when you are going to exit with a gain. You've got those rules. You know what those rules are. But you want more. You're convinced you can make it better. Let's add some fundamentals. Let's add some candlesticks. Let's add some more squiggly lines. Let's add some predictions from Kramer. Let's get some extra analysis or research from some quant shop or some fundamental shop. And let's toss that all on top of trend following. So here you go. You've got your rules. You know exactly what you should do to the penny, but you're going to make it better with something extra. How does it even dovetail together? How does it fit together? It doesn't fit together. You're just guessing that it will fit together. You're just guessing that you could add this extra information that will make trend following better. And it says you don't understand trend following at all. Is that harsh? I hope so. Third point I want to make today, profit targets. How can you have a profit target with trend following? Look at the commodities markets in the last few months. Profit targets? Are you serious? Then how does trend following work? You get out of XYZ commodity after it's made a 10% move, a 20% move, on its way to a 500% move. That's the antithesis of trend following. The profit target is not trend following. You don't want to do it. Again, this is the idea that someone can make it better. You could add value. Your profit target's going to add value. No, it's not. It's some other trading style. It's not trend following anymore. I don't know what it is. Maybe it will work. Maybe it won't work, but it's not trend following. But this temptation to have these profit targets, I don't know where it comes from exactly. You really have to understand at its bare bones essence what trend following is. It's looking for the outliers. It's hunting for the outliers. You are digging for the proverbial gold rush. This doesn't mean consistency. You could very well get consistency, but you can't predict consistency. I just watched another Madoff documentary recently. Fascinating behind the scenes, all of the players that were helping to raise money for Madoff. What a fucking scam Wall Street is, right? So many of these jackasses just ripping people off. But what's the key with Madoff? It was the consistency. 1% to 2% a month. Every month is what he delivered. And around the world, from the Swiss banks to the elite in Monaco, they all sent billions upon billions upon billions of dollars to unregistered Bernie Madoff because he promised them he could get 1% to 2%. And none of these intelligent, so-called intelligent people, none of these people possibly considered that it was a scam. No one else on the planet was delivering 1% to 2%, but Madoff was. Why do I bring it up? You can go find trend following track records. You can compare them. Guess what? When Paul Mulvaney or Dunn Capital or Jerry Parker or Larry Hite, they're going to have similar big up months. They're going to have similar big down months. Trend following is trend following. So the idea with this profit target thing is you can find consistency. Like who? Madoff? 1% to 2% a month is a scam. If you find a track record that promises you 1% to 2% a month, or if you find a track record that promises you 10% a month. Let's just say you get the track record and it's 5 years of data and every month is 10%. No down months. That is crap. That is a scam. I'm giving you the tool to understand what a scam is. A scam is every month positive. It's a ripoff. It's a con. You're being fooled. The person that has put the every month positive track record together is a criminal. A criminal, a fucking criminal who should be in jail. They don't really tell you that in the MBA program or the econ class, or your local advisor doesn't tell you that. You know why? Because all of these sons of bitches put billions upon billions of dollars with Bernie Madoff. Why did they do it? Because they got fees. Do you think all these advisors that raised money for Madoff actually thought he was for real? Of course fucking not. They were getting paid. They didn't care if their clients were getting scammed. This is life in the big city. Avoid the profit targets. Avoid the consistency. There's no such thing. The fourth issue I want to talk about today is the issue of gradual. I mentioned it a little bit already, but it's a great word, gradual. If the market is gradually, whatever this market might be, if the market is gradually moving up significantly over a decent stretch, 6 months or whatever, I'm not giving you a rule, I'm just giving you an idea of how momentum works. And 6 months into this, it's making an all-time high. Take it. That's the trend following mentality. The gradual movement up or the gradual decrease, that's the signal. If you're looking for something exciting, if you're looking for rock and roll after it's already happened, that's not trend following. If you're trying to be a trend following trader on 5-minute bars, that's not trend following. Or 15-minute bars, not trend following. Or 1 hour bars, not trend following. I don't know what that is. It's most likely a scam. And you have probably made a really bad decision by going that direction. The 5-minute bar, the 15-minute bar, the 1 hour bar, the any kind of day trading. You've made a bad decision. You're competing with players that have more access than you, more staff than you, more technology than you. But you've chosen this 5-minute scalping. And I had somebody email me the other day. They said he said he's a 1-minute scalper. I could tell the guy was brand new. I said, stop that. Come on. You're not a 1-minute scalper. Whatever the hell that means, but you're not that. So just stop it. He thanked me for the advice. Now, he probably did not understand that I was going to read through his bullshit as he was telling me that he was a 1-minute scalper. But at least he took my advice and didn't push back and tell me that I was not understanding that he was telling me the truth. I'm not trying to be all that. There's just some obvious truths about the markets, about how markets move and how you can participate. And I'm laying a lot of them out right now. But you should probably go print out the word gradual, put it on the wall and think about it. But go look at charts and think about the gradual movement up. And then sometimes on these charts, after a long gradual movement up, might not be that steep, then all of a sudden, a parabolic happens. Could you predict the parabolic? No effing way. It just happens. You put yourself on the right side of surprise. That's a good place to be, on the right side of surprise. You can't do this with one market. It's not one market trading. You can't be a trend following trader off one market. You can be a buy and hold trader off one market. No trend following, no one market. Now go print out that word gradual and tape it to your forehead or tape it to your wall and go study some gradual charts. The last trend following issue I want to address today. It's good to take chances. It's good to take chances on things that might very well fail. Things where the odds are against you. That's life. If you're not willing to get out there and take a shot, you're going to sit back in your easy chair and you're going to imagine all of the if-thens. You're going to imagine how the scenarios could unfold. So you won't take a shot. And most of those shots, perhaps you'll be right about. But you're going to miss many of those outlier moves. You're not going to be ready. You didn't have the strategy or the mental makeup, the philosophy that allowed you to be in position that when the shit hits the fan, the shit doesn't hit you in the face. The shit goes off to the side and you ride the trend. That's what you want. That's fun. That's exciting. I don't care whether you're doing it in the markets or in life. You got to take chances on stuff where you might fail, and you might fail a lot. I mean, it's back to being a baseball batter. I went to the cage for the first time in 10 years. It was only throwing around 65 or 70. And I tell you, those first few swings, man, it hurts because the body is not used to swinging a baseball bat. It is an extremely unnatural motion. But when you play baseball, you hit 300, you do it consistently for a long period of time. That means 700 of the time you're not doing crap. But you hit 300, you're going to the Hall of Fame if you do it for 20 years. 300's a lot of failure. I mean, it's, striking out 2/3 of the time or more. We're not getting on base. But 300's magic. That's Hall of Fame stuff. Can you convince yourself to think that way? Can you convince yourself that failure is a strategy? To fail is a strategy. Larry Height loves to tell me, and he's reminded me several times, there's an episode on this podcast where I talk about Jeff Bezos, his rules or his principles. And essentially, Jeff Bezos has run Amazon as a trend-following trader. Because people say, oh my gosh, Amazon's got all these great innovations. They make all this money on all these disparate business types. But Bezos will say, hold on. You don't see all the shit we tried that didn't work. So Jeff Bezos is a trend-following trader, and that's why Larry Height loves that story and always reminds me about it. So try things worth failing, which means you got to try a lot of stuff because you might not necessarily know what it is that you have to try that might be worth failing. You just got to keep trying. You have to put yourself outside of the comfort zone. You get outside the comfort zone, big stuff happens. Your life changes. You're no longer sitting at the office cube. I mean, seriously, I know some of you right now, and I'm not picking on you. Well, I'm picking on you a little bit. But some of you right now are sitting in an office cube. Maybe you've got one of those little refrigerators under your desk filled with snacks. And you're sitting there working for the man, doing it for the man, typing on that keyboard, shuffling paper, really not doing a damn thing because if you leave, they can replace you with some other droid. That's no way to live. That's not taking a chance at failure. That's just clocking in. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand there are externalities in life. You got to pay the bills. Maybe there's an emergency. That's all bullshit. You'll figure it all out. Take chances. Take big chances. Do big things. Try stuff that's hard. Try stuff that you're probably going to fail at. Because if you try a lot of stuff that you're going to fail at, some of it you're not going to fail at. And that's going to pay you in dividends. Not only money, but freedom. Because ultimately, that's what you're after, is some damn freedom.
I see a time when those awake will understand how to make money in up, down, and surprise markets. Whether new trader or experienced, college student or financial advisor, protecting against a crash or just trying to make a lot of money, Trend Following offers everyone an answer in uncertain times. To get started immediately, send me an email, michael@covel.com. I will send you the right trend following steps to take along with my free video. But if you want to buy and hold, trust the government and trust Wall Street, this is absolutely not for you.